What's up, guys? What is up? Um, a little bit of public announcement, right? If you didn't catch my last live, I'm gonna try to do some IRL streams, but when I go outside, it's buggy, right? Because not connected to Wi-Fi and the data seems to not be the best. So we'll see what that. Okay, I mean, I want to do some IRL streams, right? Because I like them, right? Showing you the city and walking around, talking to you. So I want to do some of those. I think they'll be fun, but you know, uh, we'll see. We'll see about that. But let's do the prompt, right? Last prompt was this. I'm gonna do the same thing with the same prompt, but I thought it was fun. Okay, it might be interesting, right? With the current climate of the U.S., it's an interesting prompt, right? An interesting prompt. I mean, I've said this in the viral TikTok I had. I do support the deportation of illegal immigrants. Right? I think most Asian people do, in my opinion. Right? I think most Asian people support the deportation of illegal immigrants. Game the system, fair play if you game the system, right? But if you couldn't and you got caught, back in line you go. That's kind of mentality. You know, you can't. I mean, you can't always successfully game the system. But if you can't, well, just gotta get back in line, right? Try to do the legal way, right? Try to do the legal way. Get back in line, do the paperwork, and legally immigrate. Send ice to the UK. I've been hearing a lot of crazy with the UK stuff that's happening in the UK, or immigration, illegal immigrant, or not illegal, but the immigration into the UK. I heard it's hurting the UK. Too many. I mean, yeah, I've been hearing that they are ruining the UK, and what I've seen, I would agree. Zombie, I would agree. Pesky, what's up? What's up? They're destroying my beautiful country. Yeah, I mean, I love the UK. I was living there for a couple years, so it's a shame if they are destroying the country, and they're not. This is the problem where if you don't if you don't assimilate, which Muslims don't really assimilate, then you shouldn't be immigrating into another country. If you cannot assimilate into the country you are immigrating to, you shouldn't go there. That's 100%. And I think many kinds of Muslims, they can't, or they won't. They don't want to. Okay, if you're illegal, but here a long time and paying taxes cause trouble, I don't mind them staying. Here's my thing, right? If you're here, or if you were in America for a long time illegally, you should have found a way to become legal status. You should have done the paperwork while in America. You should have done the paperwork. You should have got married. Whatever. You should have done what you can to become a natural citizen. In my opinion, ICE has a job to do. I agree. Death mask. I agree. ICE is just doing their job. I always think that you see all this craziness that's happening. It's only because the states, the cities are fighting back. They're not making things easy. During Obama, during Biden, the states, these blue states, they made it, they cooperated with the administration, right? This is why you don't see people, the craziness. Because the states, the cities, the mayors, whatever, they cooperated with the government, right? They cooperated with federal officials. But why you seeing the craziness right now is because these blue states have an agenda. They don't care about the illegal immigration. They only care to their political agenda, right? Hating Trump. Their delusional things by hating Trump. So they're gonna make it hard. They're making it hard, and they're making things crazy. What the f are you, female or male? Does it matter, right? Piggy. So I think I always find the left funny, right? I always find the left funny. They're the people who promote um, you know body positivity or being inclusive, whatever, but they don't mind being racist or being insult for, or they body shame people. This is why I always think the left, the Democrats, are a bunch of hypocrites. This is why I said this, right? I think Democrats and the left are ruining our country. I think they're fake. I think Democrats are fakes. They're liars. They are terrible people, right? But they're terrible people because they hide behind a mask of being inclusive, being morally sound, but they're not. See, like Russ is saying, right? I don't mind you disappearing. See, that's the mindset of the left, right? They're just as terrible. I've had the left saying, "Oh, you know what? You're gonna be next. You're gonna be deported." So you wish that on people? So you wish people to be deported. That's funny because you are the people who are saying, "Oh, why are you deporting people?" That's the hypocrisy. That's the hypocrisy of the left, right? That's the hypocrisy of the left. They are delusional. That's why. That's why I said I think they're fakes. The Democrats, the left, they're fakes. They are ruining our country. I don't think Democrats and the left are actually good Americans. They're not good Americans at all, right? They don't care about their country. They have their own, they have a weak mental health. They're mentally disturbed people. They are really just terrible people. You're absolutely of a limited intelligence. Nothing, right? Nothing they could say, you know, to that really makes any sense, right? They don't know me, but they would like to make these kind of things. I have a master's degree, but hey, if you think American education sucks, it is what it is. Big time fakes. 100% hypocrites. I 100% agree. You're a great Russian. A Russian. That is a first. Thank you, Russ, for coming because great, troll to prove my point. You don't know much with your PhD BS. If you say so, my brother. Thank you for coming by and showing the delusions of the left. I'm a, I am seeing a Latino Trump supporter. People who are looking to better America, right? Good morning, Dutch. What's up, my brother? What is up? I believe that at least the right are trying. The right is trying to better America, right? I think the right is trying to better America. Riz, what is up? What is up? I think the left is they're the worst part. I think the left is trying or harm harm America. Good enough for heaven. Never ever lied or stolen before. Never ever lusted or hated anyone before. I don't hate anyone. I don't hate anyone. I don't like lying. So you're supporting. Yes, I support the deportation of illegal immigrants. 100%. Sick more. Again, see, this is the thing where that's the weakness, right? That's the weak mentality, right? That's the weak IQ, the low IQ of the left. All they know how to do is to insult people. That is it. That's all they know how to do. They know how to insult people, right? That's the weak mindset of the left. Insult. Right? You said nothing intelligent. All you said is amazing, right? Calling people names. Great to get your point. Underrated. I mean, not an illegal who crossed the border, so there might be some biases. This is the thing where I'm an American, right? I don't, yeah, I legally. My parents, my grandparents, they came here. They came here, came to America legally, right? So, you gotta do the process, right? You gotta you gotta do the effort, Democrats are good. In fact, most deportation happened. That's the thing. But that's what makes them bad, right? It's the hypocrisy. That's what makes them bad, right? Like Ked said, right? Democrats are good. No, they're hypocrites, right? In fact, most deportation happened during the Democratic rule, right? They just didn't show off. That's the thing. Yeah. That's the thing where they are hypocrites. That's the problem with. That's what makes them bad, being hypocrites. All right, they're being hypocrites. Right now, they are dividing the country. All right, you're correct. More deportation happened during Biden and Obama. Yet why is the problem now? Why are they so up in arms with deportation now? It's because of Trump. That's it. It's not because they care about these illegal immigrants. It's not like they care. They don't. These Democrats don't care. They only care because it's Trump. That is the insanity. That's the hypocrisy. That's what makes Democrats bad, right? That's what makes the left bad because they don't care about the people. They only care because they hate Trump. That is it. One thing and doing another. Exactly. Right? Where are the files? The Epstein thing is the Epstein thing. I think it's a smoke and mirrors. What if they come? Every right to speak out about it. Yeah, yeah. Thank you guys for being here. Please like the live. Please like the live. It helps me out, right? It helps me out. Please like the live. That'd be much appreciated, right? Please like the live. Yeah. Praise. Maybe rule for. Yeah. I mean, yeah. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you guys for checking out the live, right? We're just hanging out. We're hanging out together. If you guys are bored, right? You guys are bored, ain't doing nothing. We're hanging out. We're talking, right? Respectful. This is the thing. This is what we need, right? Even if we have different ideologies, right? We're on different sides. We respect each other, right? I said this, right? I'm not gonna disrespect anybody. We're just having a conversation back and forth, right? Hopefully, having a conversation, just talking, chilling, talking about today's, the political climate, right? The what's happening in our beautiful country, the division and the insanity and chaos that's happening in our beautiful country, right? Glad we agree, my brother. Right? What do you think about the AOC supporting open borders for? I think AOC is disgusting. I think she's absolutely a lunatic. Right? She doesn't deserve to be in office. It's stupid that she wants open borders. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Now, I don't know. Bettering our immigration process, fine, great. But that's not, they don't care about illegal immigrants. Right? They don't care about the illegal immigrants. They never did. America has never had open borders. Well, I believe that might be wrong, right? I believe that might be wrong. I think during Biden and Obama, they have let over. I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong, right? Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they let over a lot of people in, millions of people in. Uh, Easy process, which is weird because they let so many people in, and they deported the people out too. So it's ridiculous. Debate me. You Trump bots are all idiots. What do you want? Like, here's the thing, right? These are some prompts. What would you? I'm down to back and forth ideas. I'm respectful. I don't need to call people names, right? I think only low IQ people need to resort to calling people names. Right? I think low IQ people are the ones who love to call people names. I don't do that, right? I'm not into that.
die. I'm gonna blink at you because you're not supposed to do this. Ready? Oh, never mind. I'm glad I didn't blink yet. One minute 32.
Omni, man. Omni, what is up, my brother?
I'm not seeing anything there. Look at it at one time. If there's nothing, we gotta blink. Oh, there's a monster right there. Is that nothing? Are you sure about this? I gotta blink at the monster though, right? Like, that has to not be there. Are you for real right now? Oh wait, that was correct. Wait, I got a star. Or I got a star because I made a mistake. Did I? I don't fucking know, man. I don't see anything. I don't see anything. Monster's just standing there. I'm gonna say there's nothing, so I'm gonna right blink. The fear's that was wrong. Everything is blinking. This guy's going crazy. I mean, what the fuck, man? What? Okay, these are not.
That's ridiculous, right? You said Trump raising the debt ceiling. Every president has done it, right? Every president has added to our national debt. So really, tell me a president that has. Damn, I'm heading to bed and didn't want to miss you. My brother. Have a good night. You know, I'm just doing a stream just for the heck of it. Not doing much. Oh, it's okay if others do it. I never said it's okay. Right? I'm saying that you're not making Trump, you're not making Trump out to be anything different. Right? This is a problem, right? It's not about Trump. This is the problem where you people only hate Trump because you hate Trump. I mean, you only care because it's Trump. You call out other presidents. You said it's okay. I said, right? What did I say? I never said it's okay. I'm saying that it's not about Trump, right? It's about America. People didn't care about illegal immigrants before Trump. That's it. The left, Democrats, have Trump deranged syndrome, right? They only care now because of Trump. That is it. Other presidents, they're no better. They're not better than Trump or anything. Would you probably wear a MAGA hat in public if you had to? Yeah, I would. Right? It doesn't look, the MAGA hat don't look that great, right? They're just like a red hat with words on it. It's not really my great style. But I mean, I don't mind wearing it if I have it. I don't have one, so. It's a big club and you and I are not in the big club. I guess so, John. What is up? What is up? Thank you guys for being here. Please like the live. Please like the live. It helps me out. All right. Please click the live button and please click the like button. Helps me out. People act like ICE didn't exist during Biden doing things. Exactly. That's the hypocrisy. They don't care. The Democrats, the left, they don't care about illegal immigrants. They only care now because of Trump. That is it. That's why it's the hypocrisy. That's why they're fakes. They're fakes. Democrats are fakes. They want to say all this BS only because they hate Trump, not because they care about illegal immigrants. They don't care. These people don't care. These people are fakes. Stay away from Minneapolis. Is Minneapolis heavy in illegal immigrants? I don't know. Right? I don't know. But I heard Trump is he's gonna be moving around through all the states. So we'll see.
Rotated or something. The headphones were definitely there. He mentioned it in the story. His inseparable headphones. Okay, this.
What? Jay, buddy, you must not know much. I don't know. You tell me. What don't I know? You're so much. The left thinks they're so much smarter. The left think they're so much smarter than people, right? Glenn, good job, ICE. I agree. How much are they paying me? I'm not getting no money. I'm not getting paid at all, right? This is the thing, right? Us as Americans, we should be able to talk to each other, right? Respectfully talk to each other. I'm not political. Then if you're not political, then you don't know any more than me. I don't know what you're talking about. You know, if you're not political, you don't know any more than me. So to say that, say that shit is ridiculous. Minnesota is down one Karen. Oh, yo, I wouldn't disagree. I wouldn't disagree. Yeah, look up and to the left when you lie. No, I have not said a lie. I have not said a lie. But if you think so, my brother, you seem political. You seem like you're the left. You're a Democrat. So ICE is doing a great job. If it wasn't for them, the whole country will have a higher crime rate than right now. This is a thing where, to be honest, I just think that, at the end of the day, you shouldn't be entering a country illegally. You pretty much did, right? You started out with a lie. You said you don't know, like, you said, I don't know much. And then you said you're not political, so you don't know any more than me. So really, that's pretty much a lie.
Let's see. It's a very cool concept, though. The light. Once again, so it says here, lights, screens, and computers that turn on or off due to the storm. The lights will never be.
Again, I wanted to promote like a dialogue, right? Respectful dialogue. If we agree, great. If we disagree, cool. We just come to a common ground, right? Us, we Americans should be able to just talk to each other. What about all the people that entered legally? What about all the naturalized citizens being detained? Being detained, right? So what? Right? You're being detained, you're let go. The ones I've heard, they're let go because they are interfering with federal agents. The ones being detained are interfering with federal agents. Federal agents are not just going to random houses and detaining actual citizens. They're not doing that. Okay? It is citizens that are interfering with federal agents. Usually left comments over and over saying blah, blah, blah. Minnesota makes not ashamed to be from. Respect is what happened to. No, she didn't. She didn't. You just said the quiet part out loud. What's the difference between Obama? The difference is the hypocrisy. Tony, what is up? The difference is the hypocrisy. The difference is they hate Trump. That is the difference. Right? They don't care about illegal immigrants. They just hate Trump. They have no papers. Therefore, they're gonna go have to go back home. Stop choking. I'm not choking. I don't hate anyone. I mean, you sound pretty hateful. Through the messages you sent, you sound pretty hateful. No. Love America. America first. Right?
At least you can get back really fast. Like this is
I believe in America. I call for America first. Guys, please like the live. It's helpful. It helps me out. Please click the like button. We're just having a conversation. You're bored. I'm bored. If you guys want to talk, we could, we're having hopefully a respectful conversation. Just talking about the issues that are happening in America right now, right? The chaos, right?
What's the difference between full smiley, blinking smiley, or red smiley? I don't know, man. Extra photo? Oh, you're right. My goodness.
We can. I'm definitely fine with talking about the insanities of. I'm also, definitely down to just have ideas and just talk about stuff. I'll be here all night, buddy. Get off. It's not worth it. Great. If you're here all night, I love it, right? I don't mind the haters. I don't mind the trolls. I was ashamed Minnesota is effing embarrassing. Therefore, I'm not ashamed to be from. Yeah. I never, bye. Bye, my brother. Goodbye. Goodbye, my brother.
The shell? You mean the UEI shell? Isn't that fine? Isn't that 5 vowels? He said there were going to be 5 miles. I'm going to say there's nothing here, but like, who knows? Let's look in this corner. If I blink, something might change immediately. Oh, no, there was nothing.
Thank you guys for being here.
And then it's fallen over. People? I mean, people?
Again, I mean, like, I'm looking at the chaos that's happening, the chaos that's happening in America, and, I'm tired of it, right? We shouldn't be fighting each other. The street activism, stupid, right? I think it's idiotic. People shouldn't be out in the streets. People shouldn't be interfering with the works of federal agents. The states and cities should cooperate with federal officials. Make it easy, right? Make it easier. Make the process, smoother. I live in Minnesota in the late '70s. Outside the cities, people were normal. It's the insanity of these cities, right? They are making things hard. They're making things hard only because they hate Trump. These cities, these states, they don't care about the illegal immigration. They don't care about the illegal immigrants, right? They don't care. They only care because they hate Trump. That is it. They don't care about this. They don't care about, the people. They don't. You say we shouldn't be fighting each other when you spit radical left. You are an AI gen, I guess. I mean, we shouldn't be fighting each other, right? The street activism thing is stupid, right? I think the whole street activism is idiotic. If you want to do something, vote. You got to do with your votes, and talk things out, hash out ideas, right? The street activism is pointless. Stop pointing out people hate Trump. I didn't even talk about people. I mean, people do hate Trump. That's the only reason. They don't care about, they don't care about the illegal immigrants. Like we talked about, right? They were deporting a whole lot more illegal immigrants during Biden and Obama. They didn't care before.
Let's look in this corner so we know.
Dutch, I mean, you could care. You see, this is the thing, right? Stupid. Don't care about Trump, right? It's what the federal, it's what they're doing. How do you? How's it fascism, right? What do you think? What makes it think like it's a dictatorship, right? What about his dictatorship? What about it? Illegal immigrants is not fascism, right? You don't belong in the country. You leave in the country. It's not fascism, right? You try to enter any country in this world illegally. You think they will welcome you? Please. That's the stupidity. That's the stupidity. Try to enter any country in this world illegally. Please tell me if they welcome you. You cannot enter Mexico illegally. You can't. They're not gonna welcome you with open arms. So really, that's stupid. Making the problems in the world great again. What problems? I mean, like, what problems? Illegal immigration? That's a problem. What problems you're talking about? If we had fascism, why are people protesting and acting like fools? If we were, they'll be prison 100%. You would not be able to protest, right? You would be able to protest. You would not be able to record shit and put it online. You wouldn't be able. Fascism, dictatorship would not allow that. Okay, it's control, full control over the people. Okay, you would not. What I think it happened in Venezuela, right? They cut off internet. They cut off connection to the outside world. That's fascism. That's dictatorship, right? It's all fun and games until you get iced yourself. Here's the thing, right? Legal Americans, actual Americans will not get ICE, right? Americans will not get ICE. Where would they deport you to? Would they deport Americans to? Back to America? That's the stupidity, right? Where would they deport Americans to? I'm not afraid of ICE, right? I'm not afraid of ICE. People are literally protesting and uploading protesters in Iran, but I didn't say Iran, did I? I didn't say Iran. I said Venezuela, right? I said it was a couple of weeks ago they cut off the internet. So I didn't say Iran. I wasn't talking about Iran. They have been arresting indigenous. I haven't heard that. Have they? But I mean, okay. They probably, again, this is a thing where nobody's perfect, okay? Nobody's perfect. They probably profiled. I get it. It's not a great thing. But please tell me, even if they arrest indigenous people, where would they deport Native Americans to? Please tell me. What country could you deport Native Americans to? You can't. So really, even if you detain indigenous people, what do you they can't do it. I mean, they're not like yes, they're racial profiling. I get it, but again, it will go nowhere, right? They're not perfect people. I you could criticize the imperfection. Okay, I get it. I'm not saying there's a problem with criticizing their imperfection, but you got to also say that these states are making it hard because a lot of times these states can arrest, already detain actual illegal immigrants, and then send it to ICE people, right? Send it to ICE. But they make it hard. So now ICE has to go out and figure it out themselves. Yeah, but I mean, it could be true. I mean, I've known, I know like I have indigenous, they don't mind Native American, but I don't know. I never said racial profiling is okay. I said that's wrong. But again, no one's saying that they're perfect, a perfect unit, right? They're not a perfect, you know, not all federal agents are perfect. But I said that you could criticize how, you could criticize that, they're not going about it perfectly, right? You could criticize that. But again, I said this before, the states and cities are making it hard for federal agents to do their jobs, right? When you make it hard for federal agents to do their job, they're going to slip up, right? When you make it hard for people to do their job, they will slip up. They will fail sometimes, right? They will do things wrong. That's the problem, right? This is a problem where it was smoother during you know, Biden and Obama because the states they help, right? They help federal agents. I'm not promoting hate. I'm not saying that it's a good thing. But again, I don't know what you're talking about. I literally did not say I agreed to federal. I do agree with racial profiling. I said that they're imperfect. Okay, they won't slip. I mean, you think that, but it seems like they're splitting up. Explain the deaths of people in ICE. What death? I have not heard people dying in ICE custody. That's ridiculous. Stop spreading misinformation. Yeah, I mean, I don't really trust you, right? I don't trust. You said you're a U.S. Marine, real trained professional. Don't slip up. I don't trust that you're a U.S. Marine, right? I can never. If you are, good for you. But I don't trust supposedly anyone in the military, and then they are critical. You know, they put down actual federal agents. So I don't know. I don't really. I think this is a bunch of made up. 19 died last year in ICE custody. I have to look that up. I don't believe that. Don't trust that you are an AI gen. We obviously we don't trust each other. So it is what it is. They're making shit up. I think they are. I don't think that you're deluded, bro. You're next. Please tell me, right? The whole thing, right? Beer said it, right? You're deluded, bro. You're next. If I'm next, please tell me, right? Please tell me where would they deport me to, right? You can't deport people they're not citizens of, right? They're not. So you can't. There's no next. Your bias is showing, sir. I mean, what bias? I
Appearances and trade occurrences.
underestimated. It was 13. 31 died. Okay.
Recent disappearances along Mitchell Grant Road. Two men vanished near the tree, leaving their horses behind them. Extreme panic. Other strange events are detailed in the text. A woman found weeks earlier, babbling incoherently and terrified after crossing the area. Along the margin, my grandfather wrote several questions. What is happening here? Why always the tree? Among the notes, there's marking a point on the hill. There's another more enigmatic note. What if it is still waiting? And it's coming in my house now? That's rude. What did I ever do, man? Then I started rotating. I can't rotate that way. Can we stop? We good?
Debate you? Can I call in? No, I mean, YouTube doesn't allow it, right? It'll be more make interesting content for you, maybe. I mean, no, I mean, please, we could do an email, right? I mean, we would have to set up a separate stream for debating because YouTube doesn't allow me adding people. You know, that's YouTube for me, right? I can't. YouTube doesn't allow it. Now it's 31. Name one still haven't liars. Just Google it and realize he's fucked up. No, this is a thing where I'm Googling it, right? It doesn't say how they died. It says at least 31 people died in ICE custody last year. But it doesn't say how.
Okay. Nothing right now, I think. I would know about it there. Well, the point of the game is that we have sleep paralysis, so we can't know about it here. The shelf is missing with the boxes. You're right. Oh, it's not right. Oh, it's upside down, brother.
Okay, look at this, right? So, they died of seizure, heart failure, stroke, respiratory failure, tuberculosis, and or self-deletion. Okay. Died of poor health. They didn't die of mistreatment, right? And self-deletion. Okay. I mean, like you make it seem like ICE went and killed people. No. If you had poor health, that sucks.
I'm willing to say it is normal.
Now I'm not encouraging. Right? They should have given them medical attention. They should have given them medical attention, but that's shitty, right? I don't encourage I'm not an advocate for people dying. You're right. They didn't have poor. No, there's nothing to prove that, right? Again, I heard nothing about. Again, they said it, right? Self-deletion. Like they said, some died at ICE detention centers, field offices, and others after they had been transferred to hospitals, but still under ICE custody. In some cases, their families and lawyers have they died of neglect. I don't,
Oh, that's all different. Nice. Box for missing.
That's literally what you're advocating for. No, that's not. Again, it's quite funny, right? That you that's what I'm advocating for. No, they had a chance to, they had the chance to leave the country themselves, right? They had the chance to leave the country themselves. Dying of neglect. Really? I mean, do you also believe that? Because if that's what if you're all on that board, then you should definitely advocate against abortion. It's okay. Just say you don't believe anything You know, like it's again, it's not like I don't believe it, right? I just read it. 31 people did die in ICE custody. It doesn't mean that ICE killed them, right? If you don't feed a 2-year-old, is it murder? I mean, you could you could do that. I mean, could be under murder, right? But they're not feeding adults. It's not about them, you know. And they said that they, you know, sent people to, you know, to hospitals. So you would be okay if you were arrested and deported without due process. If I wasn't a citizen, yeah, if I wasn't a citizen, uh, this guy doesn't understand that what custody means. Okay. What custody means, that's ridiculous, right? Uh, if you don't feed prisoners, it's a war. Again, you're making things up. No one's saying that they didn't feed prisoners, right? You lost, bro. It's okay. Take the L. What did I lose? I've never, like, I don't get it. Please look at this, right? What did I lose? Did I lose that I support deportation of illegal immigrants? I don't know what, I mean, it's like, why did you guys care, right? That 31 people died. And are you supporting, like, are you sponsoring illegal immigrants? What do you you Democrats, you left, do not care about illegal immigrants before. You didn't care about illegal immigrants before Trump. Now you supposedly still care. You care so much about illegal immigrants. You never cared about before. Oh, 31 people died? 31 people died. You know, why don't you support you know, pro-life just as much as you support 31 people getting murdered? So pro-life is okay, right? Pro-life is fine. You know, abortion is fine, right? Oh, abortion is fine, but you know what? 31 people dying. Oh, that's terrible. Yeah, the absolute utter hypocrisy. Right? The absolute utter hypocrisy. You. But obviously, you don't mind about abortions. You don't mind about, you know, you didn't care about illegal immigrants before Trump. Ridiculous. I'm not right or left. I walk a straight line. I nothing nothing you guys say. They're bots. I mean, they're probably. I mean, that's the thing. Obama did deport a whole lot more people. What's this? This is the subject. Deportation is the subject, right? And you can see I have my problems, right? Democrats and the left are ruining the country. Democrats are fakes. These are the subjects, right? You can see the subject here. So, you know, that is the thing.
Really? Dramatic. Okay, so that's once again, that has to count as an no. It did. It's just the room doors that don't count. Oh, another door opens. So that doesn't count. There's a bed. From here I can see my little sister's room, her messy bed, and the same old poster they used still hang on that annoying blue wall.
You know, I also think it's funny that 11 people died, right? 11 people died uh, during, actually, let's see, 21 people, right? About 21 people, probably like, yeah, probably about people died during Biden's, you know, in ICE custodies during Biden's administration. I think that's funny, right? I think it's funny that 21 people died, 21 illegal immigrants died during Biden's administration. No one cares about that. It's really funny. Um, Even if they know my address, right? Even if they know my address, what would they do? I mean, again, like this whole thing that you're next, right? You're next. Next for what? Right? Even if they detain you, even if ICE detains you, right? Even if ICE detains you, where would they deport you to? Where would they deport? Where would they deport actual citizens to? Back to America? What a ridiculous point of view. I'm a coward like Trump because I'm not giving my address to a bunch of strangers. Makes sense. The stupidity of the left, the stupidity of Democrats and the left. That makes so much sense. Oh, you're a coward because you don't give your address online. The idiocy, the stupidity. What draft? What an idiot. There's no draft. What a stupid fool.
Oh, we survived? Checkpoint? Maybe? I don't even know. We haven't made a mistake but in the first 5 minutes, but after that, we made a single mistake. Don't let
Yeah, my name's yeah.
imagination you were stronger than this.
Yeah, I mean when Trump got shot and he still stood back up, definitely was a badass moment. Definitely was a badass moment.
Sissy, wake up. I don't like this. Or Chrissy.
Yeah, I'm not afraid of ICE. Any actual Americans, there's not you have nothing to fear about ICE. Devil's advocate is a metaphor. Yes, it is. You know, I like to push, push sensitive subjects, right? I mean, again. I support respectful conversation. We should be able to talk to each other, right? We should be able to talk to each other. I don't insult. I try my best. I try my best. I don't try to insult anybody, right? I try to be as respectful as possible. Just having a communication, a dialogue, right? I'm not saying I'm smarter than anyone or better than anyone. It's just having a conversation. Guys, please click the like button. Please click the like button. It helps me out.
Notes as well. The inherited land. Today it is owned land on a hill.
Actual Americans, in my opinion, support you shouldn't be in America illegally.
It's just a bare
Actual Americans, they support you not being in America illegally.
there are no signs of fire. The neighbors say
They had due process. Judge said deport. Bye bye. I agree. The judge says deport them. Bye bye.
superstitions. In the margin, a note added later. At night, it creaks as if something is moving inside it. It's just the wind's right. The cursed wood. The tree was becoming unbearable.
I don't know about the dog thing. I don't know what that means.
Roots seemed to creep towards the house. The soil around it was always damp, as if it were oozing something. I cut it down.
Most of ICE arrests are citizens. I think they're detaining, right? They're detaining people. This the street activism, right? There are literally people doing convoys, right? Getting together. The left, they're doing convoys, traveling around the states to interfere with federal agents, right? So, yeah, the whole crazy street activism the left is doing is honestly ridiculous.
Something.
So that's the problem that right. They're trying to. They get a kick out of you know
My daughter on her
the street activism thing. It's ridiculous.
one's missing to complete the set of blocks.
You know what? I kind of think that they are paid. I think I don't know about you, right? Recently I heard that the Black Panther thing, the guy who is the leader of this new Black Panther movement. He's a failed actor, right? He's a failed actor. He's going around trying to stir up controversy. So heard, right? That's what I heard. So I think a lot of people are doing it for attention or whatever.
But that can't be. They're just bored, right?
I think people are protesting it because they're bored. They have nothing to do. They just hate Trump. I think they're mentally disturbed. I think these people are mentally disturbed people. Right? I think they're mentally disturbed people, so they're looking for an outlet, right? These people are looking for an outlet, something to do. So they think that they're special, protesting ICE and hating on Trump.
This is Joe.
Because again, these people, right? They didn't care about illegal immigrants before Trump. They didn't care about any of this stuff before Trump. They only care because of Trump. They hate Trump so much, which is just it's delusional, right?
On the TV, how is this possible? Please, someone help.
Deported in chief. But hey, he spoke well. But it's okay to defend ICE and Trump. Again, I'm defending, federal agents doing their job. right?
Oh, I'm still there.
Finally, someone with a brain. What's up? What's up, everyone? Please click the like button. Please click the like button. Um, you know, I just think that, if you are actual American, you should care about, you know, us doing things the right way, being a model citizen, doing things legally, being a lawful citizen. Don't click the like button. I mean, do what you want, right? Do what you want. I would think that Elon. I mean, you would, I mean, it keeps you a little bit entertained here, at least. If you're an actual American, you believe in due process. You believe in doing the right things, right? You believe in doing things the legal way. Okay. And to be honest, who's to say that they're not getting due process, right? You're being detained, right? You're being detained. Illegal immigrants are being detained. I believe, again, who knows? We're not deep in these courts. They're probably getting due process, right? They're getting detained. They're being arrested, and they're probably going through the court system. So that's what I mean. I believe it, right? Because a lot of the judges will write off if they're being deported or not. Does it matter if I look rich? Would you prefer if I look rich or poor? Who cares? Benjamin, do you consider yourself well informed? I consider myself. That's why I mean I don't consider. I wouldn't say myself well informed. I have some. I keep up with the news. Moderately. That's why I would say if I don't know something, I will preference it. So I don't know anything more than anyone else, right? The only thing I'm claiming is that I see the landscape, right, of our nation, and that's my opinion on it, right? Looking at the landscape of our nation, that's my opinion. That's where I draw my opinions. Looking at the landscape of our nation, that's my opinion, right? Illegal is illegal in the end of the day. I agree. I just I don't support it, right? If you tried to game the system and it didn't work, sucks for you. That's it. Right? If you try to game the system and it didn't work, sucks for you. I'm not saying that, you know what? Cool. You tried to game the system. All good, right? People do it, right? You got to do what's best for you. But if you fail, back in line you go. You get deported, right? You get deported, you go out, you get back to your country of origin, and now you got to try to do the process all over again, hopefully legally. It is what it is. Going back to school, to be honest, university is it's a propaganda, right? Universities, colleges are now like a propaganda machine. They are indoctrinating students, right? They're just people to be part of the left and Democrats. I think universities and colleges are biased as shit. They're crazy biased. They are just pro machines. They don't really allow you to think for yourself anyway. Right? Learn how to write along before you send people to school. Right? And that's the thing where I don't I'm not the best I'm not the biggest supporter of colleges right now. At least if you want to learn things politically, I think it's stupid because colleges seem to gear only towards leftist ideology. People go and get an education and then realize how stupid people like you are. Again, that's ridiculous. College is not a actual form of it's not a good metric for intelligence level, right? I know idiots that has a master's degree. I know idiots that has a bachelor's. So really, college is not a good indicator for level of IQ. So please, I I'm pretty sure your college degree is not a good you know It's funny. You say people don't think for themselves, but you are repeating fear mongering points. What fear mongering points? I literally did not repeat fear mongering points. Right? Please tell me which fear. Again, my opinion is based on what I see for the current landscape. I'm not repeating people's talking points. Right? I'm not really repeating people's talking points. That honestly, you know, you're an illegal immigrant. Okay, you got caught. You go back to the country, your country of origin. You do the process over again. Period. I don't know what fear mongering. You know what? It's funny when you say fear mongering. I believe calling people fascists, calling people Nazis, calling people Gestapos is fear mongering. I think that's funny. I think calling people racist, calling people these names, that's fear mongering, right? That's the thing. Like people on the left, Democrats, they are truly fear mongering, right? Calling calling any actual American citizen, presidents or anyone on the left, on anyone on the right, calling people on the right, you know, they're Gestapos, they are. That is fear mongering, right there. Problem. You think I should question Americans and request paper from them? I think. Do I think? Do I think should question Americans? Yeah, I think. I mean, I see no problem questioning Americans, right? I right if proven they're Americans, yeah. I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't. I'm not. I would not be scared of federal agents stopping me. Right? It's not. It's not like an impossible thing to prove that I'm an American. When people behave like not, you should call them out. They're not. You literally. This is the problem, right? You said when people behave like Nazis, you should call it out. This boy is trying to defend America has since. This is the problem, right? People like you don't know how Nazis were. You don't know how it was, right? So no, you cannot complain. You cannot compare that to. You cannot compare them. You don't know how. You don't know how it was. You are so gullible. I mean, if you think so, if you say so, if you guys say so, right? Nothing about right. When you look at all the insanity that is happening in the U.S., all these states. I don't know what you're talking about, gullible.
Just try to close my eyes, but it blinks. Or maybe I gotta like. There's no way I gotta fucking do that, right? There's no way.
You didn't grow up around fascism. What a fucking lie.
I cannot keep my eyes closed.
No. I don't. I wouldn't view it as dangerous. Did you see the 60-minute segment that they took off of where they stack people in the bunks like um the 60-minute segment on that. But again, I mean, like, you make it. In my opinion, right? They're not doing. ICE is not doing anything different compared to Obama and Biden. Why did you guys not care during Obama and Biden era? No, bro, I'm 42.
This is insanely confusing, man.
You're talking on a subject you have no. I'm 42. What makes you think that you know more? You know you're something special than me. It doesn't mean nothing. I said this before, right? I seen how ICE detentions were during Biden or Obama. Okay, I don't see it as anything different. You are a child. No, you're ridiculous, right?
Because that's gotta work now, right? Do I also need to look away?
I have a master's.
Look away and not move.
42 is still dumb. If you say so, right? A low IQ person who who thinks name calling is some great comeback.
Not move. If it's don't move.
No, I didn't support the Jan 6 riots. I like, but I mean, again, this is the thing where people have the right to protest. I mean, people have the right to protest, and it's like it's funny that you talk about the Jan 6 riots when I see constant supposed street activism. They're doing no different. They're riots. They're how they act out. They're being no different. Liberal arts. I have a master's in liberal arts. Again, it's whatever. I'm not here claiming that I'm smarter than anyone. That's not what I'm doing. So if you say so, right? One day you will understand why what you are doing and saying there's dangerous. No, that's wrong. I think the Democrats and the left are honestly the dangerous ones. Yeah, I paid all my loans, right? I paid my own loans, paid off my college loans. So I don't look for government assistance and all that shit. I believe in pick yourself up the bootstraps. I believe in bettering yourself, right? Not to be dependent on welfare state, not dependent on the government.
Really fast before she gets to the thing. Middle mouse button?
I support America. America first. I support America. I mean, like, what are you talking about? I paid it myself. I work hard and I paid it, right? I paid my loans off. I paid my taxes. I believe in being a good citizen. How long did it take you to pay off? It took me probably, I don't know, 4 years. You believe in entities. I don't know what that means. Okay. I believe in America first. America isn't Germany. I agree. I don't know what Thank you for all the haters and the trolls. Even if thank you for any of the support. Thank you, haters and trolls. I don't mind, you guys being here too. Because, like I said, it's just a way to have a discourse, right? It's just we should be able to talk to each other, right? I mean, whether we agree or disagree, I think it's the American way, a civilized way to just have to agree, right? But just talking to each other is should be a good thing, right? A civilized conversation, right? I try to be respectful. If you guys can't, it's all good. I don't mind. Countries, so I definitely understand it, right? I've been to Asia, been to the UK, so I do. I mean, if you didn't like RV, if you don't see my chat, I'm not saying I'm big. I'm not saying I'm big, but definitely this is it attracts haters and trolls, so it is what it is. I mean, I'm on YouTube. I'm just talking to people, right? I'm just talking. I want to putting you know a dialogue with people. If you disagree, let's have a conversation, right? Nutty. You're crazy. See, that's the thing. See that right there, right? Saying I equals Gestapo. That is the dangerous rhetoric I was talking about, right?
Okay. That helps. Yeah, that's great. I would love to have been.
You Boladin, you close your eyes on Israel, pretend like nothing happens. I think you know what. In my opinion, I think we should America should not care about what's happening in the Middle East. We should cut down on our foreign policies, right? We should be on what's happening within our borders. Defend the tariffs and invading Greenland. I don't think we're invading Greenland, right? I think we are going to negotiate for it, but I don't know. To be honest, like, why are you so proud? I'm not saying I'm proud of Trump's presidency. I would pick Trump over Kamala, right? But I'm not saying I'm proud of it. I'm saying that I'm optimistic about it, right? Uh, you know, uh, thinking about let's, you know, secure the Western Hemisphere. I get it. I understand. Here's my thing. I'm going to be critical, right? I'll be critical of Trump. I'll be critical of Trump. I think he should focus more on what's happening inside of our borders, right? One of the things, the deportation of illegal immigrants, yeah, I think we have, right? I think it's a drain on our system. So that's one. I think, he should do other programs to focus on bettering the lives of Americans. So I'm very critical of Trump is focusing way too much outside of our borders, right? So that's me being critical of Trump, right? I think he's focusing way too much on the outside, right? He shouldn't care about what's happening in Ukraine, Israel, Palestine, Venezuela, all that stuff. He shouldn't be caring about it. But I understand why he is, right? I'm not. I understand why he's focusing on that. But I mean, I think he should put his focus more on what's happening inside of our. Would you like a president or a dictator? A president. A dictator is ridiculous. Who wants a dictator? Who wants a dictator? It's ridiculous. Again, I said this, right? If I'm going to be critical of Trump, right? If I'm going to be critical of Trump, I don't like his foreign policy. I think Trump shouldn't focus so much on what's happening outside of our borders, right? I wish he would focus more inside, right? The deportation thing is one thing, right? I mean, that's happening. That's a focus within our borders. He should be focusing on education, on our whatever else, healthcare. I hope his healthcare policies will go through, right? Where he try to cut down on drug prices. So yeah, that's hopefully that will go through. Hopefully that will come into effect. So I think that would be a good thing. But yeah, if I'm going to be critical of Trump, I think he focused way too much on what's happening outside. I mean, yeah, yes, I think Trump is a bit being have some narcissistic tendency, caring about the Nobel Peace Prize and caring about being the president that will end war. Eh, I don't give a shit what's happening in Ukraine. I don't care what's happening in the Middle East. Like you know, let them handle their own crap. The Epstein files, I don't care about. I really don't. No, I haven't been. I did not like Trump his first term. I didn't like Trump his first term. I was a Biden supporter, right? A couple years ago, when Biden was running for president, I was a Biden supporter. When the Democrat Party turned their backs on Bernie, I was done. I was done with them, right? I was done with the Democratic Party when they turned their backs on Bernie Sanders, because I thought he was going to shake things up, right? I thought he was going to shake things up. So after that, I don't care, right? But then if I had to choose Kamala, I would have. I was fine with Trump. Yeah, I was a big Bernie fan, right? Because I thought Bernie Sanders would have gonna. I thought he was gonna switch. He was gonna shake the government up, right? And that's why what I kind of like Trump, right? I'm sorry. That's why I like Trump shaking the government up, because I think we should be doing drastic things, right? And I thought Bernie Sanders would have done it, right? But the left, they did it otherwise. So that's why I left. I didn't care about the Democratic Party. You seem like a rational person. Be careful out here in these YouTube streets. They're coming for you. Yeah, newbie, what is up? They definitely. I mean, I don't mind haters, trolls. It is what it is. That's part of being online, right? Are you finding it hard to survive month to month on high grocery prices? No. Again, I live below my means, right? I live below my means. Um, Mr. Left Foot, thank you for being respectful, right? Thank you for being respectful. I love the dialogue. I don't find it hard from surviving month to month. I live below my means. I don't shop. I shop at Aldi's or you know, uh, you know, uh, like there's where I live. There's a grocery store outlet. I live below my means. Right. I save. I budget. I invest. So I do pretty well financially. I don't know. Was Bernie going to deport illegals? Who knows? Who knows? Because Bernie was never gonna. Bernie has never been president. Bro has a lib arts education. I mean, like seriously.
Not letting me close my eyes with right mouse again. Uh-oh.
Are you? I mean, like, A lot of people right now in college have a liberal arts education. So, you know,
Excuse me. End of chapter 1. No! Dude, that was actually really cool. I love the idea of sleep paralysis.
yeah, Japan did attack America. I mean, I guess so. I mean, that is true.
That was definitely cool. Like, I did.
Thank you guys for all being here. Thank you guys for just, checking the live,
People to type. What? I'm in the credits, guys.
If you say so. If you say I don't have it and I didn't pay it back,
When have you ever
it is what I don't have nothing to prove to people, to strangers online. But I don't mind the back and forth. You've been here, you definitely been here long. Right? So I don't mind, I mad respect for you, to just, check out my live. To what point he ignored the laws before you see all this wrong? I mean, what law? I mean, to be honest, him deporting illegal immigrants, I'm perfectly fine with. Right? You came to a country illegally. I could care less if you get due process. Right? If you came to the country illegally, I could care less. Yeah, what laws he? No, I mean, like, I don't. To be honest, I don't really know. Have a great dude. Please be safe and happy in these radical times. Hi, great. Thank you, Mr. Left Foot Loose. Thank you, my brother. All right, thank you for the love and support. Thank you for checking out the live.
See you in the next one. Bye, guys. Have a good one. Bye-bye.
Like I said, I mean, the critical with Trump is right. From what I can see, is I do not like how focused he is on outside of our borders. Right. If I'm going to be critical of Trump, which I have been, right, I've been critical of Trump. If I'm going to be critical of Trump, I wish he would focus in our borders more often, right? I wish his main focus is within our borders, right? Focusing on things that will better American lives. That's what I wish he focused on. I wish he wouldn't think so much about creating war peace. I don't give a shit, right? War peace, I mean, we're America. No one's going to F with America, right? China, Russia, they're not going to F with America. So I don't. So we shouldn't. I mean, we could think about it, but we shouldn't care about, what's happening in you. We shouldn't have spent millions and maybe billions in Ukraine and the Israel and Palestine's whatever. We shouldn't give a shit about that. The money we sent overseas should be going into America. That's what I care about. So if I'm going to be critical of Trump, that's what I hate. Okay? I wish we shouldn't be sending help, money, anything over into the foreign countries. But during Biden, during Obama, they did that too. So I didn't like that shit. I don't like Americans' foreign policy. We should not be caring about other countries. We should be caring about. I believe I'm a big supporter of America first. Care about American citizens first. When American citizens are doing great, they're at top of the list. Then we could care about other countries. How do you near bankrupt a country in just one short year? Give it to Donald Trump. I mean, to be honest, Donald Trump this is his second term. We're not bankrupt, right? This is Donald Trump's second term. America's not bankrupt. So that is not a really true statement. I mean, like, you see how his first term, we didn't go bankrupt, right? That's not a true statement. That's my problem, right? We have Democrats in the left. They hate Trump just to hate Trump. Irrational. It's kind of irrational,
There wasn't no thank you or like, could you please
and that's my problem with it. You
thing is just like
all the hate that Trump gets,
way,
it doesn't make sense.
living surrounded by nature is so beautiful. And then they just charge you and splice open your abdomen. What the fuck?
I mean, what are we stealing from other countries? I don't really know. I mean, I've not seen us steal things from other countries.
Come to the door, I'm gonna throw
I mean, I'm not saying that America hasn't, right? Are we? I mean, are we stealing? Are we stealing oil from other countries?
what you we were literally talking chosen a worse meal to pick.
I don't think so.
You don't know me at all.
Because let's say this, the Venezuela thing, the crude oil, we have crude oil, right?
I mean, to be fair, if someone knows how to make a good steak, it's
Nah, I don't think we are stealing oil from other countries.
you cook them a little too long, you got like a leather strip.
I admit, right? Politics it is getting much, right? But this is also why I think Democrats and the left is ruining the country. They're so fixated on politics, right? This is why I mean, like, that's why I'm not like I don't dig too deep because I don't give a shit, right? And to be honest, it gets irritating that we care too much about politics. This is why I also want to have a conversation. Is that we should just be able to talk, right? It's just talking. I don't need to win. I'm not trying to win you over. I'm not trying to like insult you. I'm not trying to make you, a Republican or the right. I don't care. The thing is just let's talk, right? There should be no problem for us to just talk, even if we disagree, right? So I just want to a space where we can just have a conversation, but like because I'm not that what you call it fuss over it, right? Great that you disagree with me. All the more power to you, right? Trump said he's taking. I. This is the thing, right? You said Trump is taking the oil in Venezuela. What he says and what he does will probably be two different things, right? Right. So I don't. Again, the man says a lot of things. He said a lot of things his first term. He said a lot of things this term. All right. I go by also actions. I will look at the actions. So we wait and see with the Venezuela thing. I think sometimes Trump. This is the thing where this is why I didn't love his personality the first term because he is like he's boastful. He talks a big game a lot of times, right? Trump talks a big game a lot of times, and it doesn't come out the way you think it will be, right? But the way he talks, it's very provocative, right? It gets your attention. But I hope you're. No, I'm not trolling, right? Where am I contradicting myself? I said it, right? I've never stopped saying any of this, right? So I don't know what, dude, you are worship. Nothing I said is like a worship of Trump, right? More ice, please. Nothing I said is a worship of Trump. I literally, I um, I literally critique them, right? Like I said, the man says a lot of things. It doesn't mean that it's going to be true.
Shorting the boxes tomorrow.
Stop hating Trump just because you hate Trump.
Dry steak with no seasoning, no sauce, and no cutlery, and no vegetables. My favorite.
What? Is that on record?
Where we going? Where we going, man? Oh. Excuse me? Could you bring me a glass of water, please? Okay, at least you say please, but can't you do fucking anything? I mean, I guess you cooked the steak, but that wasn't much of a much of an achievement. I gotta. At least she.
How's Trump hurting?
Oh wow.
All right, I'll Google it.
Here you go.
Well, yeah, he's okay. Do I care that? I mean, if it benefits, it doesn't sound like it's going to his pockets.
Sorry, that was too much. Thanks for the glass of water. Okay. Friggin' throws the glass by accident. Oh no. Hey, now that we're going to live together,
Yeah, right.
I need to tell you. She probably told me
Okay.
before we started living together, but alright. I'm a sleepwalker.
I mean, if you say so. I mean, like there's right. There's no reports that say it benefits Trump. Again, like you take unclear reports and make it the basis of all your argument. I'm not gonna.
Doesn't end even when she fucking
Again,
sleeps.
it's not like I like Trump, right? It's not like I like Trump.
Me out.
I'm not saying things like I like Trump. but I do support certain things. Right? I do believe that we need to deport illegal immigrants. Right? I'm not saying that like this is a thing where you could, you know, you could be critical of people, right? You could. That's the problem with the left Democrats people, right? But you could also support them as well. They don't. No one has to be perfect, right? No one has to be perfect.
Oh man. Well,
Again, I mean, it says America is selling the oil. Now we haven't seen you know where the money's going. We haven't seen what it's doing, but we'll see. You said, see, when you were a child, did you hate immigrants? Did I say, am I talking about immigrants or am I talking about illegal immigrants? Right? Which one? I mean, I'm talking about illegal immigrants. What's the question? I didn't see it. Again, like I said, I never said like I love Trump, right? I just said that, if I had to choose between Kamala and Trump, I would choose Trump. Yeah, the whole Nobel Prize thing. This is why, like I said, I'll be critical of Trump. He should not care about what's happening outside of our borders, right? He should not be caring about what's happening outside our border. He shouldn't care about getting the Nobel Peace Prize. I don't care if there's war in the Middle East, Ukraine. I don't care. To be honest, I didn't care about the whole Venezuela thing, right? But I mean, I do understand it. You know, I do understand that. The having control of the Western Hemisphere. I understand it. Not necessarily I agree with it, but I understand it, right? For American superiority, I get it, right? We are I understand it. I mean, to be honest, I also here's the thing, right? You could say one of the things that I do like Trump is that he's making America look tough, right? He's making America look badass. No one's going to f with America. No one is going to f with America, all right? You're not effing with America. So I give him credit for that. The man is being alpha, right? If you're gonna have to say something, I mean, like I said, I don't care about Trump's foreign policies, but like I said, if you look at it, he's making America seem badass. No one's gonna want to f with America. Yeah, we're taking oil. Why? Because we want it. Greenland is gonna be ours too. Why? Because we want it. Do you get the point? That's what I'm saying. I'll say this, right? It's not like I agree with it, but I mean, he's making America look badass. Trump is making America look badass. It's like no one is going to F with us. So that's the least I can say. Again, we don't know the repercussions. We don't know that. We don't know what the future will be. But, no one's going to mess with us.
okay. Jesus Christ. Well,
No, Panda, I agree, right? You can be anti-democrat and Republican. You don't have to help on black and white things. I mean, to be honest, I would say this. I've always think that I'm more center right, right? Center right in the middle more, maybe a little bit more right, but center right. I don't necessarily call myself a Republican or a Democrat. So I think you should. I think we all, as Americans, right, we should make our own opinions. We should not be, oh, I'm a Democrat, I'm a leftist. No, or I'm a Republican, or I'm on the right, because don't be too strict, right? Be more open minded. No, he's not. Watch news from other countries. I don't believe news from other countries because news means what? What are other countries doing? That's my thing, right? What are other countries doing? They're not doing jack shit. They're not gonna do shit to America, right? Other countries they don't have the balls to do shit to America.
what? All right.
Choose your own values and look out for each other. The government won't. I agree. I mean, like, this is the thing. This is why I wanted to promote, like, again, respectful dialogue. Hopefully, I'll be respectful. We have different opinions, but if we can't come to a common ground, we agree to disagree. We agree to disagree. Barbarian times? What? Seriously, what do you mean barbarian time? I mean, like, we are a world power, right? America is a world power, plain and simple. That's how you you establish yourself as the top, up on the pecking order, as it were. Malcolm X says, be aware of liberal." I agree. I 100% agree. Guys, please like the live. Please click. Please click like on the live for me. Please, it helps me out. Don't make me pay for your. Okay. It's all. I mean, it's all good if you disagree, right? We could have a discourse, right? You know, if we can't find some common ground, we agree to disagree, right? But the point is that we have a conversation with each other, right? We could have conversations with each other. So not me. Explain the ICE agents in Mississippi that detained and threw in a jail a Black War veteran that served two tours of Vietnam. I haven't heard of that, but you know, I would assume that he interfered with federal agents, or he'll eventually be released, right? Because again, where would they put a American citizen, right? Where would they deport an American citizen? Even if they detain and put into a holding cell, where would they deport American citizens? I'm not agreeing to violence on America. I'm not agreeing to violence on citizens, but protesting this thing, right? Citizens should not be out protesting this thing. No, no interference. They approached him and locked him up. Then I believe that if that's true, then he'll eventually be let out, because they can't keep him. They can't keep him detained, right? They can't keep a citizen detained. We'll see. Again, I don't. This is a thing where federal agents are not perfect, right? The process isn't perfect, right? So I'm not. I'm not in 100% supporting of it. I just support the deportation of illegal immigrants. I'm not supporting of holding for long, detaining American citizens and holding them for long. I'm not supporting that. You sure are making a lot of excuses for them. It's not excuses, right? It's not excuses. I'm not making excuses, right? If they're doing wrong, then sue them, right? Go ahead. As American citizens, you have the right to sue. You have the right to sue them. Go for it. I would not cry if American citizens took ICE to court. Great for you, right? That's your American right. That's your American right to sue federal agents if they sue them. Go for it. That is your American right. Deport all criminals. I agree. I agree. No, suing is too late. No. The people who have died, I believe, are, you know, first of all, right? We talked about the whole, 31 people died in, ICE detention. Well, why do you guys not care when, what is it? 21 people died during Biden's, term. You didn't care then, right? So, the ones that are, the one like that one woman, right? She shouldn't be out there. She shouldn't be trying to interfere with federal agents. Would you think just suing is okay if your family died? Again, be interfering with ICE agents. My family would not be interfering with ICE agents, and my family can their citizenship. So I'm not scared of it. That one woman will soon be way more if you keep enabling this. This is the thing where this is why we Americans should stop enabling this street protests. Stop deluding people. Stop doing the street protest thing. Stop doing the street protesting. Stop trying to interfere with ICE agents. Please stop trying to interfere with ICE agents. All right, stop it.
I'm asleep in the doghouse.
Where don't like I swear to God, the biggest problem is like actual citizens trying to interfere with ICE agents. Just stop it. Protesting is your First Amendment. I agree, but protesting the deportation of illegal immigrants, come on, the stupidity in that. You're protesting, right? Why aren't you protesting us focusing on school or on education? Why are Americans not protesting? We need to focus on education. We need to focusing on healthcare. We need to focus on things that will better Americans. Why aren't we protesting that shit? Right? Why aren't we protesting the end of racism? I don't know. What protesting things that actually are affecting American lives? Protesting the deportation of illegal immigrants, they should never been fucking here anyway. So no, I don't agree with that shit. Right? Protesting for illegal immigrants, the stupidity in that. Why not protest putting better schools, right? Better school system. I don't know, lower grocery prices, right? I don't know, fixing our healthcare system. Why not protest shit that actually benefits us? Protest, I don't know, homeless shit. I don't know, right? Things that actually help us. Protesting the deportation of illegal immigrants, you're stupid. I like I said, I not like I don't like the First Amendment. Like I said, protest things that make sense for the American people. Actually help the American people. You want to stop the deportation of illegal immigrants, does fuck nothing for the American people.
Why do you always ruin everything?
I love America. America first. America first. America's the greatest country in the world to me. America's the greatest country in the world to me, right? Protest gun violence. I mean, protest, I don't know, crime. Protest things that actually fucking matters. Don't get in ICE way. Don't, yeah. Like, we should not be caring that ICE is deporting illegal immigrants. Venezuela first, Greenland first, yeah. That's what I'm saying. America first. I believe in America. I love America. Okay? You want to protest? You want to, exercise your First Amendment? Protest shit that actually benefits our country. Protest shit that actually helps our country, right? Protest, about improving our education system, our healthcare system. Protest shit about helping our actual country. You caring about illegal immigrants makes you stupid, right? It makes you an idiot. We should not be caring that federal agents are doing their job, not being idiots.
What did we eat last night? What?
I mean, yeah, protest all you want. It's still going to happen, right? Yes. The lives that the illegal immigrants have taken,
Sit down. Dinner's
that's something that, we can protest. Like, you can protest so many shit, but protest, like, what the fuck is going to do? I mean, I agree, right? I mean, our country is being torn apart. We shouldn't be hating on each other. I don't hate anyone that disagrees with me tonight, right? I'm not hating anyone that disagrees with me tonight. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you guys for showing up, right? Please like the live. Please click the like button. It helps me out.
steroids right now, man. Are you kidding me? My goodness. What do you mean she died?
Again, I think it was stupid that people protest about Trump losing. I don't give a shit about Jan 6. I think that was stupid too. I think the protesting is idiot, right? I think protesting is idiotic sometimes, right? I think in some cases, right, protesting makes sense, but most cases, 99% of the time, protesting is stupid, right? You're not going to get anything done. Yeah, I do hate on illegal immigrants. Don't enter the country illegally. Don't enter the country illegally. And if you do, F around, found out, right? If you do, back in line you go. If you want due process to be ignored, it's gone for you too, dude. I don't know what that means, right? I mean, I don't need due process. That, they can't deport me anywhere. Protesting is how all human rights came about. I don't think so. Protesting isn't how all human rights came about. To be honest, I think capitalism kind of promoted that, right? I think capitalism kind of promoted human rights. Yeah, and I said protest something that's important. Protesting something that actually benefits, you know, workers' rights. Yeah, I mean, like seriously. I mean, like I said, I mean, I'm not saying 100% all protesters are useless, but I mean, you know, protest what makes sense. Protest, like seriously, you said protest workers' rights, women's rights, civil rights. I agree, but the rights of illegal immigrants. Seriously, you want to compare that to the? That's not the same, right? That's not the same. Okay, I mean, the rights of illegal immigrants is not the same as civil rights or women's rights. So no, let's not do that. It's not the same. Right? It's really not the same. That's why I said, you want to protest? Go for things that actually helps Americans. Right? Focus on things that actually help Americans. Right? Like I said, our education, our healthcare. I mean, we like seriously. Focus on our deficit things, things that make sense for Americans.
Oh, by the way, I bought some surveillance cameras. They arrive tomorrow. That way we can see what I do at night. Sometimes it scares me not to remember anything. If we set them up at home, we can review the recordings. Like I told you last night, today we can
Yes,
garden a bit.
baby mud. I mean, this conversation is like,
Start by pulling out the weeds.
I think also having conversations, right? Having conversations is important. Talking to each other, fall in line, bow down, clap, bye. Get a haircut. I already got my haircut.
Here we go. We got a nice.
I mean, again, I think the whole ICE being violent thing is only because it's the street protesting, right? It's the street protesting. Why are you protesting about illegal immigrants? And then I seen they throw rocks. They interfere. It's going to turn violent.
Also, are we gonna?
Do you want guilty until proven innocent? No, you are innocent until proven guilty. But
Oh my god.
illegal immigrants, you are already guilty, right? I mean, you're not innocent. What? I don't get it. Being an illegal immigrant, you are already guilty. You are already guilty of being an illegal immigrant. I mean, you enter the country illegally. You're not innocent. You're not innocent of entering the country illegally. Ask people personally why it might surprise you. Nah. Again, right? I for my thing is like I prefer due process for I believe the Constitution is for American citizens. I believe the Constitution is for American citizens. But I mean, again, I'm not the ruler of America, right? American citizens have due process 100%. Me and baby mud dog is on the same page, right? I just it's to exhaust our patience, so we beg for a Takorean rule. Protesters are sickening. Protesters are sickening. Protesters are sickening. I agree. They are tiring.
Jesus Christ.
Dutch.
They're planted. Okay, that one got me. Beautiful. Oh no, the watering can.
Again, I'm not promoting the removing of due process, right? And let's be all honest, okay? Things are not as transparent as they seem, right?
Okay.
Things are not as transparent as they seem. There's no there's no evidence that illegal immigrants are not getting their due process, right? But their due process might be pretty short, right? It's like, okay, you enter the country illegally, boom, out you go. Like, due process is, within from a judge, and I think judges are, handling it too. Would you hate immigrants all on your own without being again? See the panda, right? Would you hate immigrants all on your own without being sold and packaged to you? I don't hate immigrants. I don't hate immigrants. I'm not even hating illegal immigrants, right? I'm not even hating illegal immigrants. I'm saying this that again, you enter the country illegally, you get caught, right? You enter the country illegally, you get caught. Back in line you go. That is it. I'm not hating on immigrants. I'm not even hating on illegal immigrants. You got caught, right? You aren't meant to be in this country. You got caught. Back in line you go. That is it. Would you still support Trump if he put himself above the law? No. I mean, like, if Trump is doing something, if this is the thing, right? If Trump is hurting Americans, right? If Trump is hurting Americans, I don't support Trump. I don't support hurting Americans. I don't support damaging the lives of Americans, right? I don't support it. I can be critical of it. I never said I hate I never said I hate immigrants. I never said I hate immigrants. I said that I support the deportation of illegal immigrants. You came in the country illegally, back, back in line you go. I didn't say I hate illegal immigrants, right? I support illegal immigrants, right? If I said I hate, I don't mean hate, right? Because hate is such an extreme word. There's no point in hating people. I don't hate people. I just like you went through you did things illegally.
She's gonna fight the deer! No! Run!
I'm not saying that the Garcia thing, like they brought him back to do due process. So, they make mistakes. They gotta correct their mistakes.
Go, 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 go!
Definitely not okay with illegals, right? You came in the country illegally, and this is the thing where we gotta say, right? If you try to game the system, it's part of the thing, right? I don't discredit people for trying to game the system, right? All the power to you if you try to game the system. If you fail and you got caught trying to game the system, you suffer consequences, right? That's being an adult, right? That's the life of an adult. You will suffer consequences for for your actions. So back in line you go. Can I visit? Question: Can I visit the U.S. for, let's say, a vacation? Can I go in without the U.S. government hack my social media in search of a opinion about Trump? I don't really know. Oh, well, interesting question. I mean, but I don't even know how to answer that.
Good morning! Did you sleep well? No, not really!
Gary, nope, didn't walk into a truck.
You were talking in your sleep,
Trolls and haters are funny,
but I couldn't
and
understand.
I'm a nobody. But I mean, you guys easily get triggered. You guys easily get triggered and want to insult
Go
people.
downstairs and
But it is what it is.
of course. Here we go.
Suppress. Okay, suppressing the evidence of his crime. I mean, come on. Like the left, the Democrats have been trying to put the man on criminal. Trying to indict or whatever him for really won anything. So if the man again, you're innocent until proven guilty, right? You guys want to scream due process. Well, they haven't convicted him of anything, right? So they were attacked to get under your skin. Exactly, right? That's the, that's the, in my opinion, that's the difference between the right and the left, right? Or at least the more open-minded people. I'm not into insulting anyone. I don't care. If we have a different opinion, we have a different opinion. Right? I don't need to insult you. Right? I don't need to insult you. Because it does nothing to me. Right? It does nothing to me to be disrespectful to you. I prefer to show some respect. Right? We're just talking. If you disagree, you disagree. Where was the due process to enter? That's the thing. If you skip the due process, if you skip the due process beforehand, F around and found out. You don't have a clue. I mean, if you say so. And you know what, Panda, I respect you, right? You are been definitely a amazing chatter, right? So much respect to you, right? Again, I don't mind haters. I don't mind disagreeers. All right, we got to disagree. It's all good. We don't have to think the same. We don't have to think the same. It's ridiculous if we are all like. But why can't we just talk to each other? I think that's what Americans need right now. We're so divided. I don't hate nobody. I don't hate nobody. We're so divided right now. I think we should be able to talk to each other. You hate Trump so much you lose common sense. Exactly. Exactly. In many states. Exactly. People hate Trump so much they lose common decorum. They lose the mentality of being a human being, being a respectful person. I'm not gonna hate nobody because they hate Trump. Great for you. All good for you. I don't need no one to love Trump. Doesn't mean nothing to me. Baby Mud, thank you for being here. I love it. Thank you. Guys, please subscribe if you guys could, right? If you guys do like it, please subscribe. Please like the live. That would be nice. Right? But Baby Mud, I love you. I love you. Thank you. Yeah, hate in general is irrational is not rational. I'm not here to show hate. Right? I don't want to show hate. Right? I don't want to show hate. Just some love, some, having conversation back and forth. Love it, Baby Mud. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you. What being a pedo is? Yes, it's wrong. It is wrong. It is wrong. But if you're gonna say Trump is, I mean, like, come on, like, take him to a court of law, then prove it. You gotta. He is. You can't just say, you can't just say someone is this and then just, again, you can't just say Trump is this without, take him to a court of law, right? If you believe he's a criminal, prosecute him, right? I mean, like we've prosecuted presidents before, right? I mean, like, so, has he been convicted? I mean, like, what kind of conviction? What kind of conviction is it that he's not in jail, right? I no. Trish, thank you for being here. I'll look into it, but I don't think he's been convicted of being a pedo. I don't think the man has been convicted of being a pedo. Overturn on the appeal. Well, overturn on the appeal. Look at that. Come on, let's not do that. Money buys you anything, even freedom. I mean, I don't disagree. I don't disagree, but I mean, then it is what it is, right? It's like I don't disagree with how our capitalistic country is, right? Again, yes, agree to disagree. If we're not on the same page, I'll still show you love, right? No harm done, no hate towards no hate. Again, I'm not. Again, I'm saying this. I don't love Trump. I'm not saying I love Trump, right? But again, I hope for the best, right? I hope Trump's actions will better America. That is it, right? I hope Trump's actions will better America. That's my thing. I mean, he's our president. He's our president. Okay, so you people hating on him is like doing what? Right? The protest is doing what? You're literally not helping nobody. Right? Literally, we're not helping nobody. So I mean, people hating on Trump. Okay, now what? I mean, like to be honest, is like vote with your, you know, you know, yeah. I mean, I mean, like I'll say this: like Trump is doing, he's doing a lot of good things. I think he's doing a lot of good things. I mean, you don't have to agree with someone 100%. Right?
What do you mean, man?
I have a daughter. I use common sense before acting irrationally because of stuff I see online. Yes, what effect? I agree. I agree. Please, people, don't don't be don't bring such a political view into your real life. Right? Don't let it bog your mind. Don't let it make you hate people. I don't hate people on the left. Right? I think they're delusional. I think they're hypocrites, but I don't hate them. Right? I don't hate people who disagree with me tonight. I don't hate anyone that disagree with me tonight. You guys are amazing, right? You guys are amazing. So just thank you for coming by and just checking out the live. So I mean, he's done some pardons. I mean, I don't really care about the pardon thing. I mean, so what? It doesn't really.
What do you mean? I tried to wake you up.
I mean, I don't know. Yeah, everything happens online today. Right? Everything happens online. Just don't make it your world, right? Don't make the things that are happening online your everything. I don't hate nobody. I want the best for America, right? I want the best for America, and I'm hoping the president would do it, right? Like I said, I'm critical of the president focusing on outside of our borders, right? I want the president to focus on inside of our borders. So Sanctuary City is getting iced. Sanctuary City is ridiculous. We shouldn't be having sanctuary cities. I mean, who else would, right? Kamala, we are seeing like what Biden did during his term. Nothing for America, right? He did nothing for America. So I would support Trump more than I would support Kamala. So Walls thing is stupid. That's another. This is why it's like I can't support the Democrats because I don't think they're going to better America. I think Democrats are not doing anything that's good for America. Make Kamala, make Kamala sober again. If you make your reality miserable because of what you see online, you are just as bad as an extreme Republican or extreme Democrat. It's ignorant living. Live to hate just ruins. Edmund, you are on point. I agree with you 100%. I love it. I love the things you're saying. 100%. This is the thing where I don't hate you guys, right? I don't hate nobody. I'll show you guys just as respect. I'll show you guys just as much respect if we were in person. So no hate whatsoever.
Here we go. Hi, honey. Good morning.
Here he is pardoning people that pay him off. I mean, come on, that's not the conspiracy theories. The conspiracy theories. I don't.
Me last night. I don't know how I could have
I mean, like if he's not part of Diddy, then who's paying him off, right?
ended very badly. Yeah. I'm so sorry. I cleaned everything this
I love you guys, right? You guys are amazing. I try to do this, these kind of live streams as often as I can. I think it's fun, having a Discord. If you guys are bored, got nothing to do, let's have a bit of back and forth. Let's have a bit of fun conversation. I don't mind the trolls. I don't mind the haters, right? Thank you. Amazing.
so sweet. Sweet victory.
I live in Chicago. Where do you live? I live in Philadelphia. Oh wait, no. Were you talking to 1/4? 1/4. That's definitely not a conspiracy theory. I think it is, right? Because when you have no grounds on it, it's a kind of a conspiracy theory. No, sir, that is very much true. He pardoned 20-something individuals, just like me. Serving sentences of fraud. Some of them he pardoned. I mean, I don't really. The pardon thing is like whatever. To be honest, does it affect American lives? It doesn't. Right? It doesn't really affect American lives, so I don't care. Like for me, it's like we gotta think about what affects American lives. But I mean, I've seen every president pardon people. Whatever. I mean, like if it if it's no, I don't think so. Right? I don't think the people. I mean, like I wouldn't agree with him.
Is there only? Are we a ghost? There's no. We don't have a girlfriend. Remember? Oh my god. Wait. She doesn't exist? Or we don't exist? We are fake? That's so funny.
Ice Ice Baby. They're all white collar criminals, fraudsters. You guys don't give a shit about anything. I mean,
I guess we haven't seen ourselves.
to be honest, it's not like I support that, right? I don't. Not like I support pardoning criminals, but I've seen pretty much every president pardon people. It's like whatever. I mean, to be honest, it's like I'm not gonna cry about it. I mean, I don't support it. Again, you could be critical of your, you could be critical of our government. No one talks about. No one says don't be critical of them, right? You should not be like 100% support anybody. When Trump leaves, you all disappointed, and it's all to suffer under. I don't know what that means. I don't know.
What? Is there no girlfriend?
I mean, yeah. I mean, like to let a billionaire have so much of your emotional well-being is hilarious. Yeah, like let's all be honest, right? Let's all be honest, right? What in general, right? I'm 42, right? We think back to my life where what is the government actually doing that's affecting your life day to day? I'm sorry. In most American lives, right? Average Americans, the things the government doing is not affecting you by that much. And if they are, you're not doing anything to change that, right? Taxes, what are you doing to change it, right? Under a Democratic rule, a Republican rule, what have changed for Americans? Let's just we're just talking to talk. But don't think that, oh, because you hate Trump, then what? It means nothing. Let's not be deluded on like the political environment is so, you know, so important like that. I don't know.
Then how do we keep dying? How do we keep like eating toilet paper and stuff?
Brian, you care too much. You do care too much.
The whole time. Not on Rio or not
I mean, yeah, like in Mint, I love you, bro. I love you, right? I love you. I love your mindset. I love how you're thinking. I love it, and that's the thing where people caring too much. I think caring too much is making you is making. This is why I said making the Democrats and the left way too mentally disturbed. Way too mentally disturbed. I mean, just let's not make it your life. Let's just not make it your life. It's not healthy. Right? At the end of the day, if you can't solve it, it is what it is. Yeah, I support ICE. I support the deportation. I support the deportation of illegal immigrants. I support ICE.
I know it's been hard since she left. Oh shit!
I support the deportation of illegal immigrants.
So sudden. No one saw it coming. No one saw it coming. No, obviously we're fucking insane.
Yeah, I mean deport. But again, deporting illegal immigrants is. Do I support NATO? No, I don't. We should not be giving a shit about NATO. I don't like our foreign policies. What's happening outside of our borders like that. Trump supporters are a minority. I guess so. I mean, he won the popular vote. So I don't know if I'll call it a minority. But, yeah.
I love you, sweetheart. Please take care of yourself.
Yeah, I only care what affects Americans. I only care what affects Americans. All right.
What? Oh my God!
Yes, they don't live here. Don't care. Or worry about your own country. 100%.
Thanks for wait, what? I'm so confused.
Yep. I care about America.
Right?
I mean, 38%. Does it matter now? The guy's the president. This is his last term. He won the popular vote. Whatever. I mean, like, again, this is the thing where, if Trump's policies, all his actions fail, okay, I mean, like, seriously, we look back at how many presidents we've had. Do you think all of them were amazing? You think all of them did great things for America? No, no one's perfect. No one is. No, like, I don't care that much about the government, right? About is like certain Americans being stupid, right? It's like, why are you protesting? Why are you doing this shit? Why are you doing this? Why are you, tearing America apart? Why are you, fighting against each other? Shit like that. That's what I care about more. Right? I find it like stupid. That's my thing. Right? The hate between each other, the insanity. That's the thing. People blame someone for their own misfortune. Trump is the easiest to hate thanks to the internet. 100%, man. In Mint, man. We are on the same page. U.S. is the biggest bubble around, baby. U.S. is the biggest bubble around. Like, U.S. is like, that's the only bubble I care about. I'm sorry, right? The U.S. is the only bubble I care about. I'm sorry. I've said this before. I care about America. It's not bursting yet. That's not a bubble that's bursting yet, right? We are. That's what I care about, right? I'm caring about keeping that bubble alive. I have not seen it, right? Trump hasn't ruined his first term. This is a thing where we put too much stock on, what's happening, right? I don't think Trump is going to ruin America. I don't. Whether he improves America or not is yet to be seen, right? Whether Trump improves America right now is yet to be seen. But ruin it, I'm not. I'm doubtful of it. Trump deranged syndrome, 100%. Trump deranged syndrome. Stop it, right? The man isn't like. Stop making the man a villain. Stop making him like. Stop finding a villain to, hate. Stop it.
Be different from the very beginning, but I doubt that, because that would be kind of crazy if it worked that way.
Just go talk to women. You're mad that you got a low body count. Please, not everything is about sex and women. Please stop being controlled by women and lust. I mean, like in life, there's there's more to life than women and lust, right? I think that's a detriment to men, right? Stop being controlled by women and lust.
After this, we'll go to the menu.
No, he didn't make himself a villain.
Me saying
The left has made him a villain, right? No. Well, if I'm stuttering, it is what it is, right? Me, I'm not no charming. I never call myself, a smooth talker. So if I stutter, I stutter. If you say so, because I don't think about Trump as much as the left, the left and Democrats do, right? I don't think about Trump that much, not compared to you guys. No, I don't care about the world. I don't care about the whole world. Right? I'm sorry. I only care about America.
pajama pants.
That's the left's tolerance. Yeah, yeah. I think it's funny that that you guys care about the world. You guys don't care about the world. I'm sorry. Nothing's bigger than the U.S. It's this is the thing where it's funny that people constantly care about the world, but what do you actually do? Right? What do you actually that actually show you care about the world? You think it's you know that this is the thing. Trump's foreign policy is him trying to care about the world, and I don't think he should. Right? I don't. He should not be caring about what's happening in Ukraine. Trump shouldn't be caring about what's happening in the Middle East. He shouldn't be caring about what's happening in Venezuela. I understand why he's doing it, but that's him caring about the world. My life is in America. I care about America first. I care about my town first. I care about my country first. I care about my state first. Y'all priorities are mixed. God dang, in Mint, we are on the same effing page. I love you, my brother. I love you. I love it. Right? Please subscribe. Please subscribe. Right? I love seeing. Love to see more. Yourself on my page. Right? Because we're on the same wavelength. It's not a tunnel vision. I'm sorry. To care about your own country is not a tunnel vision. Right? It doesn't mean that I hate the world or I don't care about the world. I just think America first. Focus on your citizens first. And then you could give a shit about the rest of the world. Right? Our own citizens are not at the best place. So we should be caring about our own citizens first. I mean, this is the thing where we should, the whole fentanyl thing, that I agree with, right? Stopping, drugs and stuff that's happening to our citizens, I agree with that thing more. Right? That's what I agree with. America first. Focus on what's hurting Americans. Focus on that, right? Care about what's happening to Americans. I mean, like, I wish. I mean, like, I do. I mean, I do see that we are dependent on other countries, but we should cut that down, right? We should cut down our dependence on other countries. But we are. Everything is interconnected, right? We are dependent on other countries. Other countries are dependent on us. That's I'm not saying that. Oh, let's stop foreign policies. That I'm just saying that foreign policy should be our not our first priority. I mean, has he? I don't know. I don't know if he has yet. I agree that we should get good deals. Hopefully we get better deals. I've yet to right now we're seeing the result. We're seeing the tariffs at the beginning. We'll see how it goes on the end. Again, the guy, he's still trying to do his things. We'll see if it works out or not. I'm not saying that he's going to be 100% right. We'll see, right? I'm being optimistic. Right? I hope it works. I hope it will work out for us. I see why he's doing certain things, right? But I've always believed that we should shake shit up, right? See if it actually benefits us or not. Now, if it doesn't, it's part of the process, right? Now, if it doesn't, well, he will take the blame, right? If this is a thing where we gotta think of this, right? If he fails, he will take the blame, right? He will be the blame because it will be his legacy that he's tarnishing. So, but at the end of the day, I hope for the best for Americans, right? I hope that we get, we get good results from it. Now, I'm not saying that I know, but we'll see, right? We will see. Again, other countries could trade with themselves. They've always trade with themselves, but again, they cannot make do. They cannot fill the gap that America has. So they will always want, other countries will always want to be in the deal with America, right? They will always want to be in deal with America. We're not a first world country for nothing, right? I don't know if we're cutting America out, right? I don't think we're cutting America out. I think we are trying to change the deals, right? We're trying to change things up, right? We're trying to, make things better for us, right? Now, if it works, it works. If it doesn't, well, he will take the blame for it, right? But gotta shake things up, right? Gotta do something different. right? So that's why I see it. That's how I see it. I see it as him trying to shake things up and make shit happen. That's what I see it. Okay, I see that he's trying to, it's the best deal. Let's see if it works. Let's see if it works. I'm not. I'm being optimistic. I'm being. Guys, please like the live. Please like the live. It's helpful, right? Even if you hate even if you disagree, at least I'm filling up your boredom, right? I'm, I'm helping you waste your time, you know. But Canada is one of the biggest trade partners in many brides or burn already. Many bridges were burned already. I don't see. This is the thing where let's say this, right? Mexico and Canada, they will have to get a good deal. They will have to deal with us. It's impossible that Canada and Mexico don't deal with us. So I'm not worried about that. I'm not worried about the Canada and Mexico shit because to be honest, at the end of the day, they would not survive. Canada and Mexico would not survive if they don't, come to the table because that's no, they're not going to be because their economies would not survive, right? I don't think their economies would survive. Canada isn't even real. All right, guys. Guys, that's tonight. So this is it. I don't, I love you guys, right? And you know what, Panda, I love you, right? I love your sister, right? I love the back and forth. I love the being able to talk. We agree to disagree, right? The best thing I can say, we agree to disagree. We don't have to, we don't have to agree. You don't agree with me. We don't agree, but I respect you. I respect you a lot, right? I respect you 100%. And all the other haters, right? I don't know if you're saying facts. You're saying opinions. But hey, it is what it is. Guys, you're amazing, right? I think that's it for tonight. That is it for tonight. Please subscribe because I'm going to try to do this more often. We can have a good back and forth, hopefully respectful conversations, right? But yeah, I love you guys. You guys are amazing, right? Please subscribe if you guys, could. Please like the live. Please, yeah. I've heard things. I mean, well, I could Google them. I'll Google them, but I don't think they're facts. I wouldn't call them facts. Now, I think you interpret it. I think you interpreted certain information the way you want to interpret them, but I don't know if you. I don't know how you're interpreting is actual facts, but we'll see. I'll fact check you. I'll fact check you. Subscribe and we'll have another back and forth one time. Right? Google is even left wing. Yeah. All right, guys. Guys, that's it for tonight. All right. I love you. Right? I do. Haters, detractors, you guys are amazing. I think you have. You interpret it into your opinions. Right? You interpret things into your opinions. This is, it's not true. Already the Canada thing. That's not, Canada is still going to have to deal with us regardless, right? But guys, that is it, right? Critical thinking, sure. All right, love you guys. You guys are amazing.